Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for the chaos just now. I was trying to learn how to use Zoom. And anyways, today's presentation is about Spain. And hopefully, like after this presentation, you will learn all the basic information of Spain. Because I said like all you need to know here, but actually, yes, I think I should have included all the information. So what should be included in this presentation? Like what should you know about the country? Well, we need to know its physical, I mean geological location, and its capital city, the national flag, the language they use, the food, and their dresses, their costumes, their folk music, their national day, and their famous products, and also their culture. So first, can anyone please tell me where is Spain? Like, anyone else?
In Europe?
Yes, of course, in Europe. And to be more specific, oops. What is it? So yeah, be more specific, in Southern Europe and around the Mediterranean Sea, right? So you can see that Spain is situated on the Iberian Peninsula and it's sharing borders with France and Portugal, and is north of Africa, east of Portugal, and south of France. Now, this question might be a little bit more difficult. Can anyone please tell me where is its capital city? And actually the answer is right on the map. Can anyone find it? Anyone? No one? Anyone have a try? Okay.
I want to try it. Madrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
It's a circle out.
Yes,
Madrid.
Madrid.
It's like where the star is.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And the capital city of Spain is Madrid, which is like centrally located within the country, right? Well, as a country, Spain definitely have a national flag, and luckily for us, their flag has shown a lot in the World Cup last year. I've only watched it. It's like, I'm not going to ask you to describe it in very detail, but do anyone remember what are the main colors on Spanish flag? The Spanish national flag. The colors.
I think it's black and red, isn't it? I'm not too sure.
Not exactly, but you're very close to it.
I'm close.
So actually the colors are red and yellow, with also this like complex symbol in the like left of it. So this flag is called something in Spanish, but I'm not gonna embarrass myself by reading it in Spanish because I still know how to do Spanish. And anyways, we have this English name for it. It's called the red and the gold. And there are 3 strips on this flag: the red on the top and the yellow in the middle and the red on the bottom again. So the yellow strip is twice as large, like as the red ones. And there's also one coat of arms, which we'll explain further. So the coat of arms is a combination of all these elements shown here, like the top one where we have the crown that represents the Kingdom of Spain, and then on top left we have the castle, which represents the Kingdom of Castilla, and on top right where there's like very ugly, there's a very interesting pink image of a lion that represents the Kingdom of Leon, and on the bottom left we have the strips that have similar color as the national flag that represents the Kingdom of Aragon. And on the bottom right, we have the chains, that's the Kingdom of Navia, and center we have the royal house of something I can't read. Well, anyways, it's a very complex symbol, but also it has represented the rich cultural background of Spanish as a very like old country with rich history. So and after this complex symbol, we have a very easy question for you. So what language do the people in Spain speak? Like what language do Spanish people speak? Very easy question, because we have the answer right in the question.
Spanish.
Yes, Spanish people speak Spanish. So The official language of Spain is Spanish, and it's also known as Castilian. Sorry, and it's also the dominant language of Spain. But in other regions, there are also regional languages and dialects, such as the Catalan, the Gaussian, and the Basque, which reminds me of one kind of cake, actually. Yes. Okay, anyways, so each of its own distinct cultural background and significance are represented in these languages. Now, speaking of cake. Okay, sorry. So can anyone think of any Spanish dishes? Like
I think there's some Spanish seafood is pretty good.
Yes.
Seafood is a classic one.
Yes, they're quite famous for their seafood rice. Yes, of course. So, if you have been to the night markets held in Haymarket or in Chatsworth, yes. So there's always this stall with like selling the seafood. Like, sorry, what's it, paella? Because I was trying to catch like how they pronounce it in Spain, but I was failed, so I just call it paella anyways, the seafood rice. And it's originated from the region of Valencia. And what's in it? It includes the rice, chicken, the mussels, the calamari, the prawns, squid, and peas. So we can say it's a very great combination of healthy food, and it's full of protein, but not so much vegetables. But anyways, it's still delicious because you'll see in those stores that there's such long waiting line all the time. However, I'm not quite sure if that's the same food because I've got these photos from the Chatswood, which means that it's Spanish food in Sydney, but I'm not sure if that's the same like kind of food in Spain, because as international food here in Sydney, there's always this slight difference from where they originated. I found this problem in Chinese food. I'm not quite sure like how do actual Spanish people feel about this Spanish food in Australia. But anyways, so our next topic is the Spanish costumes. Yeah, and next question is, anyone knows about Spanish costumes? Or like what do they wear in their festivals or the special events like bullfighting? Yeah. No, yeah, I know. It's like I didn't know about them like until I looked them up for this presentation. So the national dress, yeah, they are usually worn for festivals and bullfighting because they are very delicate and it's not quite easy to move within them. So for men, the traditional costume includes, I'll try to read this, Clasia de Cordo. Oh, anyways, it's just the Spanish word for short suit, and it always includes a short jacket, a tight-fitting trousers, which is not quite tight on the picture, but anyways, and a wide brimming hat. And for women, it's flamenco dress. It's always in vibrant colors such as like this reddish color and ruffle sleeves, layers of sleeves, and flare skirt. So that's very beautiful, and I'll say they look good when dancing. And speaking about flamenco, anyone know any iconic music in Spain?
Sorry, I haven't heard any.
Okay,
Flamenco.
So yeah, it's flamenco. It's the most iconic music of Spain, actually. It's a combination of passionate singing, rhythmic guitar playing, intriguing footwork, and hand clapping. I'll see if I can click on this and show you some clips. Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Actually, how do we get back to? Oops, sorry. I'm not sure how do we get back to your slides. Oops. Okay. Is it back on it? Okay, great. Oops, I think we just, yeah, and the music instrument that always appear in this music are guitar and the castanets. Not quite sure what that is, and the word I can't read. And anyways, it's a very well distinct instrument, music instrument. So our next topic is the National Day of Spain. And I won't hope anyone know about the National Day of Spain. Does anyone know? No, okay, it's all right. Because that's the day, the National Day of Spain on the October 2012. It's actually celebrated the discovery of the Americas. Like about 500 years ago. Because this is a key date for Spain's overseas influence and legacy to the world. Although, like, you know, the colonies have all been separated, like detached from Spain, but still that is a historical achievement. So anyways, this holiday is widely celebrated throughout the numerous public and throughout the whole country and through numerous public and private events. And also, I think some of the countries celebrate this day in South America. Anyways, so the most important event is the one held in the capital, Madrid, along with the force parade, and you can see they have their national flag colors on the sky. So next topic. Anyone have any like impression of the famous products in Spain, from Spain? Like, for example,
cheese.
Yes, but I'm not quite sure. The famous, I'm sure like they do produce cheese, but like are there any other foods? What's always go like with cheese on the table?
Bacon and ham.
Yeah, ham. Yes, they're quite famous for their dry cured ham, and it's called hamon. Like, yeah, that's the Spanish word. Like the first word there is Spanish words for ham, and also they're famous for their olive oil. And also, I think they're famous for their red wine. I don't know much about wine, but I think there are several valleys in there that produce really good wine. And other things are the craftsmanship, such as ceramic and leather goods. So after all these, I think we all have like got this basic image of Spain. What does Spanish people in Australia like? Do you know if there's any? Do you know anybody who's from Spain, Australia? No, because like I don't think I've met anyone. Well, actually, there's a quite large Spanish community in Australia. So this is the like data from the Department of Home Affairs. So in 2016 census, it shows that there are over 15,000 Spanish-born people living in Australia, where we can find most of them in New South Wales, which is the state we are in right now. And also the immigration from Spain, the immigration to Australia from Spain is showing increasing trend because like it has increased about 18% from the 2011 census. And actually, Spanish people are doing quite well in Australia, although they do meet these difficulties of language barrier because, as you know, their first language is not English, they do speak Spanish. But I think the whole population here are doing quite well because the participation rate in the labor force was about 55%, and the unemployment rate was only 6.7%, which is lower than the actual unemployment rate of Australian population. And you can find most of these Spanish like Spain-born people in the professional area, which is shown in the blue bar here, right? So, well, anyways, the Spanish-speaking community, well, they do have their importance in Australia because it is a very well-established community in Sydney and in Australia. And I think a large influx of immigrants from Spanish-speaking countries started arriving in 1960s and settled mostly in western suburbs of Sydney. And for instance, Spanish cuisine has become increasingly popular with tapas bars and Spanish restaurants thriving over the country. And their culture, just like we mentioned, their dresses, their food, their family values, and all these vibrant festivals celebrated by Spanish communities have also left a lasting impact on Australian cultures. And yes, has anyone had any experience with the Spanish like celebrations? No, okay. Well, maybe we should be in touch with them more because it's a very interesting culture to learn, and I hope after today's presentation you will like grow interest in them, right? Anyways, thank you. I think that's the end of it. Thank you all.
Okay, it should be recorded. Hi everyone, my name is Zhang, and today I'm going to give an introduction of the country of Norway. And so firstly, this is my table of content. I will give in the presentation for like 10 points. The location, the capital, national flag, language, national dish and dress, and their music, and their national day, and Norway's famous products and the challenges facing by the Norway migrant to the Australia. So firstly, as we can see from the map, Norway is in this yellow area. It is pretty like on the north of the Europe, and it shared the border with the Sweden to the east and the Finland and Russia to the northeast. And if we zoom in the area, we can see still this area. It's a pretty not big country. So the capital city is Oslo. It is the largest city in Norway, as we can see this red point. So the Oslo located is in the southeast of the Norway, and its features serves as the country's political, economic, and cultural hub. And the flag of Norway, as we can see from the picture, consists of a red background with a blue Scandinavian cross and extends to the edge of the flag. And the vertical part of the cross is offset to the horizontal side. And we can see the color it contains: the red, the white, and blue represent the important aspects of Norwegian history and heritage. And the common shared language, the official language by Norway is just called the Norwegian. As the majority of the population speaks a dialect of Norwegian as well, known as the bokmål, which is based on the written language. And there's another part as well. It's called the Nynorsk. Nynorsk is also recognized as an official written language, but it is less commonly spoken. And there's several like regional dialects in Norway due to the country's like geography and historical divisions, but all the language they spoke is for under the umbrella of like these two types, and they're all like Norwegian. And for the national dish, the basic dish is generally like different type of food, different type of fish in Norway. As we can see, the first one is called the rakfisk, and is a fermented fish dish, typically trout or char. And it is salted and fermented like for several months. It's much a long time, and served with like bread, sour cream, onions, and potatoes. And for the second one, is also the one of the most famous one. It's called the lutefisk. It is a dried white fish, and usually is caught or soaked in lime. And it can be boiled or baked and served with like boiled potatoes, peas, bacon, and mustard sauce. And people usually eat this feast like in the National Day. And the third one is the fariko, and it's a hearty stew made with a mutton or lamb, and slow cooked with salt, whole black peppercorn served with boiled potatoes. And the last one is the klippfisk. It is a salted cod, and the cod is a really staple ingredient in Norway. Dried and salted, and it is prepared through a pan frying, baking, or boiling, and it's served with potatoes, vegetables, and creamy sauce. Okay, the next one. So national costume. So the national costume of Norway is called the bunad. So it is worn on like special occasions like National Day or their weddings or some cultural events, and reflecting local traditions. And its unique region designs representing heritage, because different regions of Norway has different design of the clothes. And it's all handmade with the intricate embroidery and accessories. As we can see, the second picture is the embroidery. It contains like mainly black and red color, and it's gender specific styles for men and women. As we can see from the left hand side of the picture, it includes typical elements for men's and women's. Includes shirt, the white shirt they worn, and the skirt or trousers, and vest, jacket, and accessories. I mean, like shoes, like belts, like that. And it is made of like wool, silk, linen, cotton with vibrant patterns. And they are like precious symbol of Norwegian culture and identity, and represents regional diversity and culture pride. Yeah. And for the musical instrument, typically like 4 types. And the first one, as we can see, it's like a violin. It's called the hardanger fiddle, and the resonant folk instrument is sympathetic strings. And the second one, the bottom one, a langalic string instrument similar to a dulcimer or zither. And the third one is the pretty small one, the gold one. It's a really small instrument played by just plucking a metal or bamboo reed. And the fourth one, just accordion, a popular instrument in Norwegian folk music. It's played with bellows and like keys or buttons on it. So National Day of Norway is called the Norwegian Constitution Day. Just need to celebrate the Norway's independence, and usually on May 17th of every year. Today features Paris speeches, concerts, and festivals, and nationwide. And people will normally wear like traditional costumes, as I showed before, or the colors of the Norwegian flag. And Oslo, its capital, hosts the largest parade with school children, bands, and organizations. And all the Norwegians express like national pride, unity, and democratic values. And it is a family-oriented celebration with picnics and games, and the royal family participates and greets crowds from the royal palace balcony. So some famous Norwegian products. There are 6 typical things for Norwegian which are really well known. First one, seafood, renowned for high quality salmon, trout, and cod. And Norway is also the major exporter of oil and gas. For the third one, hydropower. It is expertise in renewable energy from water resources, and it is also famous for like produce premium timber for construction and furniture. Yeah, and this clothes, outdoor gear, is a high quality gear for outdoor activities. It's made of like premium like materials, and it's really windproof. And for the last one, black metal music. It looks pretty cool. Black metal is really like typical in Norway. It's influential Norwegian genre in global music. Yeah, looks pretty cool. So if some Norwegian migrate to Australia, there are several challenges they may be faced. First one, I don't want to say it's the language barrier, because that's everyone should face, adapting to the English and Australian accents every day. Yeah, we experienced. And second one, climate and environment. So Norway is pretty cold compared to Australia. They can the degree can get -10 in winter and 20 to 25 degree in summer. So it's relative cold to compared to Australian. And third one, social customs and traditions. So they also need to understanding Australian social norms that everyone should follow. And fourth one, work culture. They need to adapting to different workplace practices and expectations. And cultural differences is also important, navigating diverse traditions and social values. And the last one is pretty simple, just food and cuisine. Adjusting taste preferences to Australian cuisine. Okay, and now it's an open discussion time. So there is a word in Norwegian called we can pronounce as friluftsliv. It is the Norwegian concept of open air living and outdoor life. So it promotes a healthier and more sustainable lifestyle. So I want to ask for everyone, so what are your favorite outdoor activities and how do they contribute to your well-being and connection with nature? Anyone wants to answer it? Just your favorite
to be very
activities.
honest, I don't like outdoor sports, but I'm sure it's a more healthy lifestyle if you do outdoor sports.
Yes.
I just heard from some years that the Norway's athletes are really good at skiing, but it's not very common in Australia.
Yes, just different climate.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good answer. Yeah, I think that's all for today, and thanks for listening.
Hey everyone, my name is Max. Today I will take you on a journey to explore the lovely country of Thailand. In this presentation, I will show you an overview of Thailand and how it relates to Australia. Before we begin exploring, let's think about the value of understanding Thailand culture. According to the Bureau of Statistics, the data shows that the population of Thai people has more than tripled during the last 20 years. And the Sydney has the highest concentration in Australia. The efforts of Thai community have tremendously benefited the Australian labor force. Many Thai people have assimilated well into a range of professions and achieved success in fields including healthcare, banking, and information technology. As a result, there will be more opportunities for us to interact or communicate with Thai people if this trend continues. Let's start by discuss the position of Thailand. Thailand is located in the center of Southeast Asia, which is also the gateway of Southeast Asia. Its location coupled with natural beauty, cultural heritage provides several benefits and made it a sought-after destination for travelers. As you can see from the map, Thailand is also surrounded by a group of countries such as Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia. The capital city of Thailand is Bangkok, which is located in the central part of Thailand. It's a city blends tradition with modernity. As you wander around its streets, you will see ancient temples and a skyscraper. Its full name has the Guinness World Record for the longest place name, and it has 168 letters of archaic language, which means the city of angels. As for the national flag of Thailand, the flag features 5 stripes and it has 3 colors, white, blue, and red. The red color means the Thai nation and it's a symbol of bravery, and the white color means the peace and the purity of Thailand people. And the blue color stands for the monarchy, and the Thai king serves as the moral leader of the Thai community. Thai is the primary language used by the majority of Thai people. Most people can speak and understand Thai. However, there are still some regional dialects. In addition to its native language, English is widely used in the tourist hotspots and the big cities, especially among younger generations. Thailand is well known for its delicious food and adept at combining disparate flavors. For instance, Thai cuisine always combines spicy space with sweet flavors like lime and mango. For many years, Australians have enjoyed eating Thai food, and this popularity has been continuously growing. There are a great number of Thai restaurants in Sydney, which offer a range of options that cater to every preference. The traditional clothing of Thai is called chat Thai, which is generally made of silk and cotton fabric. As for male, it's known as cha chatan, which is a long piece of fabric, and often paired with a shirt, with traditional jewelry for ceremonial occasions. For females, it's known as shine, which is a wraparound skirt that is woven with vibrant patterns. The complex designs and the patterns hold deep cultural and symbolic meanings. The heart of Thai music are the unique musical instruments that produce the distinctive sounds. The left one is called the Sangduan, it's a two-stringed fiddle, and the other one is called Kim, a hammered decimale. The melodies of the Thai folk music are often accompanied by poetic lyrics that convey stories passed down through generations. Thai people always play these instruments in special occasions and cultural events. While most nations hold their national days in parallel to the time they gained independence, Thailand has a different story since Thailand has never been colonized. The National Day of Thailand is celebrated on the 5th of December, as it's the birth anniversary of their late king. Thai people always wear yellow clothes and come together to celebrate for the unity of Thailand. There's a wide range of products that Thailand exports to Australia. One of the notable categories is food and beverages. Thai rice, sauces, and fruits have found their way into Australian kitchen. Another significant export is automotive components. Thailand is a major manufacturing hub supplying Australian automobile industry. As for the Thailand immigration, the first wave of Thai immigrants arrived in the late 1980s. Most of them were skilled professionals and students. They may encounter various challenges and difficulties as they adapt to the Australian local culture. Language is one of the hurdles for Thai immigrants, especially when seeking for jobs and building social connections. Here are the questions. Have you ever tried any Thai food? What can Thai immigrants bring to Australian society?
Can I answer this question?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course. Thank you. So, yes, I've tried Thai food, and I think they're very delicious. Well, I think the greatest thing that the Thai immigrants bring to Australia is their food, of course.
Yeah, agree, exactly.
Yeah, and I would answer for Thai food is pretty good. I've tried in Thailand and Sydney as well. There's a really good restaurant called Time for Thai, and the food, what I can remember is like pineapple and rice and chicken. They're really good, and the immigrants can bring to Australian society is that I think Thai is famous for its massage. So yeah, so what I would say, the massage would be like internationally really great. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, thank you very much.